Hello everybody, how you guys doing? This is Mr. Mises here, and I'm just going to do this really short video on using two variable statistics in the TI Nspire. And I'm using a cast version here, but you can use any version that you have for the TI Nspire. So normally I would start a new document and I would start a list and spreadsheet. But I have a document open right now where I have a list and spreadsheet. In my class we've been working with height and wingspan. So I've got only 5 in here, so that way you don't have to, go back and forth. So that way you could put these in your calculator. So if you have a TI Nspire right now, you should, put these in your calculator. Pause it for a second, put these in your calculator, and then you could kind of go step by step with me and see what happens. So I'm interested in finding the summary statistics for each of these variables. Because I'd like to be able to use those to create a linear regression. Now, the calculator, the TI Nspire, will in fact make a linear regression for you. There's a function for it, but we'll get to that in another video. Right now, all I want to do is look at the summary statistics, because at least in my class, we're going to use the summary statistics quite often. And sometimes you just want the summary statistics. You don't really want necessarily a scatter plot. You might just be comparing the distribution of each one. So you're going to want the summary statistics for each one of these, or you might want them together. Maybe you want them both at the same time. You want them each one and together. So I'll show you what that looks like. So once we enter in our data, we're going to hit Menu, Statistics, Stat Calculations, and we're going to go with two variable statistics. Now our X list, whatever your X list is, if you're doing regression, I think in my class we used our X list as our height, and our Y list was our wingspan, so that way we could predict the wingspan given our height. And we're going to go and show the result in column D. So we could leave all this stuff alone, hit OK, and we get our two variable stats. Notice there's only one column here. So we've got to actually go down the column to see what we got. Okay, X bar is going to be our mean of our, in this case, our height. And then we've got all our single variable stats here, our standard deviation. Now we get to our Y bar. Our Y bar is for, in this case, our wingspan. And we have our standard deviation, our sum of squares, and so forth. And if we continue to go down, now we have the sum of the x and y's together. That's because the calculator is going to calculate our r. So now we have our r value, so now we know the correlation coefficient. If we further go, we'll get the 5-number summary for our x variable. So we've got our min, quartile 1, median, Q3, and our max. We continue going, we got our 5-number summary for our y variable. So notice here we could get all the information that we need to create a linear regression by hand, or to we just want to see our R is given there, or we want our 5-number summary for each of those so we can do some comparative analysis. All right, so that is two variable statistics in the TI Nspire.